Welcome to the Leverton on Everything podcast. I'm Leverton, and this is Everything, a podcast where I literally review everything on a daily basis in under 10 minutes. Today we're going to be reviewing Atlanta, the 2016 to 2022 series. I gave it 10 out of 10 stars. My title, some of the best television out there, but this is a complicated show, full of laugh out loud moments and emotionally charged moments. The sentence I just wrote is a cliche, but this series is not. It has surreal moments of comedy, which for me have the feeling that they were inspired by real events. Because when you're trying to make something up, you have to at least be realistic. But real life is bizarre. The cast does an amazing job, and Danny Glover's comedic timing is superb. Like that in the latter series the focus was on other characters. While this is some of the best television I've ever watched, I don't think I will finish it. That's because I really wish the characters would have good endings, but this is not the kind of show that would do that. And I'm trying to remember what specific incident I was talking about. Specific thing, event in the show that I was thinking about when I wrote that. Um, I don't remember anything specific, but it's kind of like when they make a movie, like the Battle of the Sexes, was a movie about the first really famous female tennis player. I forgot her name, Billie Jean King, I think. And she was lesbian, and she fell in love with her housekeeper, her live-in housekeeper, and they had like a very strong relationship, and they broke up. And so Billy was with a man at the time, her husband, and the relationship didn't survive this, but what the woman who was broken up with, she threatened suicide if Billie Jean didn't get back with her. And Billie Jean said, no, I'm not getting back with you. Threatening suicide is ridiculous. So the woman then jumped out of the window and became paralyzed, and then sued Billie Jean and her husband for like back pay after all of this. Because, obviously she was fired after this. But in the movie called The Battle of the Sexes, they do mention this character, but they make her much better. They don't mention any of the craziness that happened with Billie Jean. And so I think the reason is, like, if you're telling a true story, people don't there are things that you can't put in movies because people won't believe them. And it's like people often complain like true stories are like changed or whatever. And I don't think it happens all the time, but like 20% of why it changes is because there are things that a movie audience or TV audience wouldn't actually believe happened, but really happened. Like I saw, what's the guy's name? Ed Kemper, I think. He's like a serial killer, and I saw this. I saw this photo of him when he was arrested, and he was like 7 feet tall. So he's doing like this T pose above the police officers, and he looks like a giant. And there was what was that called? It's a good series too, but I forgot about the first kind of FBI profilers. And one part is about this Ed Kemper guy, and he looks big, but he doesn't look like towering giant way. So I think in that show also they didn't make him a giant because people wouldn't have accepted that. So in Atlanta, there are a lot of things that I feel are from real life, like these kind of surreal moments. And yeah, I didn't watch the end, so I don't know if it ends up being a totally good show or not. Yeah, sometimes I don't finish things just because I can't, like, I don't want to put myself through that emotionally. Like, the reason I watch television, and I do watch a lot of television and movies, is because I want something that makes me feel good, right? I don't want to, like, I can like makes me feel good or makes me think about the world. So I can watch like true crime because it makes me think about the world. But if true crime, I often don't like, I don't watch things that are based on true crime though. I was watching this thing about this male nurse who was a serial killer, and there was a series inspired by him, and I was like, I don't like the real reality. I don't like fictional reality, if that makes sense, and I don't like things that make me feel uncomfortable. I'm not sure I'm explaining myself, but maybe a better example is I think Breaking Bad also is one of the best television series of all time. Acting is great, writing is great. I didn't finish it because it just the writing. I mean, the character is so makes you feel so uncomfortable, which is the point, right? But I don't want my entertainment to make me feel uncomfortable that way. Yeah. Okay, one thing that won't make you uncomfortable, I hope. I have a bunch of podcasts. I have one called the Everything and More Etc. podcast where I and my son we review things that we each recommend to each other, like movies in the second season, animated series in the first season, and that kind of stuff. And the other one is called Death by Disney, where I review Disney films. So please check both of them out.